Good day, everybody. It's a guy here, the unknown, and today I want us to look at something very important. I want us to go through backtesting together to show you how to apply this strategy on a daily basis. Therefore, we're going to be using a free simulation. And guys, one thing I want to tell you is that you must be patient when you are backtesting, okay? This video might be a little bit longer, so you must be patient, because sometimes you're gonna sit on your chair and watch your screen for the first hour. You're not gonna see a thing. Second hour, you're not gonna see a thing. Third hour, that's when you might get a trade. So guys, you must be patient because it's your job. If you chose to be a trader, obviously you have to put in the work, and your job is to sit in front of your computer and watch price action, okay? And guys, we will still be focusing on the most explosive trading strategy for indices. I love this strategy because it's straightforward. You have the luxury of being free the entire day. Only come to your screen at 9:30 US opening time. If you are in South Africa, that's 3:30 p.m. That's when you start looking for these things, and when you get them, you execute. You target 50 pips. Mostly it's gonna get hit in less than 15 minutes. I thought there are days when it will go all the way to 30 minutes. Before hitting your take profit, okay? But by 30 minutes your take profit must be hit, because 50 pips is nothing on indices, okay? So guys, look at this. I'm gonna come to this website. It's called FX Blue. If you just go to Google and do a clean search of FX Blue simulator, you're gonna get this simulator. Here's the website: FX Blue Trading Simulator version 3 for MT4, sorry, okay? And then you come and register. As you can see here, it says requires registration, which is free. Yes, this tool is very free, okay? So you just register with your email, then you download it. After downloading, you come and click online user guide. This is important, okay? After doing this, then you come to install the simulator. Here are all the steps required to install your simulator, okay? And then after correctly installing your simulator, you're gonna get something like this. As you can see here, it is FX Blue Trading Simulator, and I actually chose this one now to do this video because it's free. Everyone can have access to this simulator, okay? Then you choose your asset, and then obviously here you have trade options, but for me I chose every tick because this one simulates markets in real time. As I'm saying, most of the things you'll have to do is to read and to backtest. Guys, you must invest enough time into backtesting. I told you I invest over 4 hours each day. This is important because you're not going to be better if you don't put in the work. I know that most of you who just want to come to your screen and get everything easy. Guys, the markets are not like that, okay? They are not like that. There are people who study many years just studying economics and all sort of things, and they are performing well. And again, you don't have to have a formal education, but guys, you must put in the work into learning, okay? So I'm saying you must spend a lot of time backtesting. This tool is going to help you, okay? You click here, you use date, and then you select the dates that you want. As you can see, for me, I chose the 7th of May, okay, which is this month, okay? And then you can skip here. After selecting everything here, I chose 1 minute spread current, okay? And then you just run, you just click on start. It will start like this. For me, it's ready to use, okay? It's so ready to use. So guys, don't confuse yourself. Do not confuse yourself. Follow those steps, everything will work well, okay? But I want to tell you again, you have to invest a lot of time into reading and a lot of time into actually practicing. You're not gonna get it the easy way. Even though the strategy is so easy, you're not gonna get it the easy way, okay? Believe me when I say that, because I'm saying something I know. And the main challenge that people are having so far is actually the evidence candle. Let me just show you something quite quick, because this is gonna be required when you are backtesting, okay? I'm gonna be so quick here because guys, you are sending me a lot of emails. However, most of you are making one mistake. You are not waiting for the evidence candle. Guys, I didn't say, remember, I didn't say a breakout candle, okay? If this is your pattern, I did not say a breakout candle. I used the word evidence. Guys, I used these words intentionally, okay? I used this word intentionally. I didn't say a candle that breaks out. I could have simply said a candle that breaks out, but I said evidence, because sometimes they're going to do something like this, and this candle here is going to come back and close as a pin. Okay, and most of you executed here. I told you, wait for this candle to close, or at least until when you have 1 or 2 seconds left, because this can be manipulation. Okay, remember, for every pattern you get, there are 3 scenarios, okay, or 3 possibilities, and you can't account for all. It's either they're going to give you a pattern, break out of it and trend, okay, or else they're gonna give you a pattern. This is important, guys, that's why I'm explaining this. Okay, bear with me. Or else they're gonna give you a pattern like this, break out, retest and go. Okay, this is the second scenario. Okay, this is the second possibility. Price are always gonna do one of 3 things. Or else they're gonna give you a beautiful pattern, then they're gonna break out, pull back, and either continue trapping or immediately reverse. Okay, so you can't cater for all these scenarios. For me, I know I'm a breakout guy. Let me tell you, I always want to account for 2 scenarios. Okay, 2 scenarios that gives me more edge on the market. Okay, the probabilities are on my side. Okay, because if this is an evidence candle, I repeat, the big candle that closes outside, it has to close as a big candle, not as a pin. If they give me something like this and they retest, more likely I know they're gonna come here and retest and give me another opportunity, maybe another engulfing. So I'm gonna have my first entry here and I'm gonna have my second entry here. That's why I chose to be a breakout guy. But I know the safest one is for you to actually wait for a retracement and then take it after it retraces. This is safe. Why? Because this is the first scenario. This is one of the scenarios that's actually going to happen. And again, they might just come back and reverse. So if you are a person who waits for a trace, you are going to be safe in this instance, right? But there are days when they're actually going to break out immediately and keep going up and up and up and up. Therefore, you're going to miss this one. Okay, okay, so for me, I know that, okay, I'm actually accounting for 2 possibilities. If they pull back, most likely they're not gonna close me. Okay, so if they pull back, they're mostly gonna give me another opportunity. You have seen my previous trades in the community where I post them, so that's where I'm able to enter another position here. Sometimes you find I've entered more than 5 positions. Okay, because they're giving me multiple opportunities for entry. So guys, if they actually do something like this, I told you I account for two scenarios. If they actually do something like this and reverse, obviously I'm gonna lose this one, and I don't mind losing it because I am actually aware of this and I know they can do this. Okay, so for me, I'm a breakout guy. Okay, so if you are a retracement guy, obviously always wait for retracements. Is the easiest way, because if they're gonna pull back, you're gonna be safe. Okay, but if they're just gonna go, because sometimes they're gonna do that, you're gonna miss this one. Hence I chose this one. So you are the one who should choose something that works for you. But guys, I repeat, the evidence candle is a big engulfing candle that closes as a huge candle. Okay, wait for it to close, because guys, if you keep sending me this on the email, I'm not gonna reply. Why? Because you are not following the steps correctly. Okay, you are not following the criteria correctly. You are waiting for a breakout, you want to enter quick, you are actually emotional, you are scared that they're gonna leave without you. That's FOMO, and that's what they want you to have, because most of the time now they are gonna give you a pin, maybe come and close you, and then give the real breakout later. So you're actually gonna end up losing more, and this is gonna affect your win rate. Okay, it's gonna affect your win rate, it's gonna mess with everything around, because if your win rate is 60% and now you are doing this, you're gonna see that now your win rate might roughly be 30%. Okay, and if it's 30%, guys, obviously this might affect you. You might be profitable, but it's gonna actually reduce your profitability. Okay, so please follow the steps correctly. Guys, I tried everything that I can. Okay, I even put this in your playbook. It's in the description for those who need it. Guys, most of you have this once you haven't read it. All the information I put in this playbook is important. I gave you all the patterns, I gave you all the criteria explained in detail. Okay, so please read this and understand this, because you can see here it says if you don't see it, do nothing. Okay, if you don't see an evidence candle, do nothing. If they close as a pin and you took it, you lost it, it's on you. It's not an evidence candle, it's a pin. Okay, hence why here I used this candle is the large engulfing candle that moves away from trap volume in the chart pattern. You see, I could have simply said it's the candle that breaks out of the pattern, but I was aware of that. I know that most of you need easy things, and most of you don't even bother going to backtest. You just want to take the strategy and apply it. Believe me, you're not gonna reap the results. You might win, take losses, go back to zero, and then spend the whole year revolving around one cycle. You know why? Because you're not putting in the work. If you are back testing and then after backtesting, you go and reanalyze your trades. You go and actually journal your backtesting results. You see where you are going wrong. Then you realize that every time you take a pin, a candle that closes as a pin, every time you enter, because now you are scared, you're feeling like they're gonna go without you. Every time you enter based on FOMO, you actually end up losing. That's what backtesting will help you with. That's why I say I backtest over 4 hours each and every day. And I know some of you don't even backtest for 10 minutes. Guys, this industry is a cruel industry. 95% of people are losing. Despite everything being reasonable and simple, it's because people are not willing to put in the work. Guys, read this book, master everything, go to your charts and backtest it. Backtest every day when you are free. If you really want to be part of this business, at least a day, backtest 1 full hour. And today I'm going to show you how to do everything step by step, okay? Guys, this is important. This is important. I've tried my best to put this in the form of a book and give you all the information you need. Every single thing has been outlined here in detail. But the problem is you guys choose what you want to read. You guys choose what you want to do. You only gain the right to choose what to do after backtesting and after journaling, after seeing what works for you personally. That's when you can say, oh, I don't follow this, it doesn't work for me. But until you have backtested enough, you don't have the right to choose what to follow or what not to follow, because you simply don't know what works for you. Okay, go and backtest, go and backtest, go and backtest. I won't lie to you and tell you that this is gonna work for you. This is no, if you don't backtest, it's not, because you still have to eliminate a lot of mistakes that you are making. Okay, you're gonna figure out all the mistakes you are making when you are backtesting, and that's the only time you'll be able to get rid of them. Okay, so guys, now let's go through. Okay, I put everything in this book, guys. Everything you need, I put it there. Now we're gonna go to all the criteria that we follow. As you already know, the first criteria is to identify trap volume before the session. At least if you are taking a position into trap volume, you need at least 65 to 70 pips so that you will get your 50 pips guaranteed. Okay, because if you don't have enough of those pips, let me show you something, guys. Let me just show you something. Let me show you something again. I have to go and explain, because guys, you are choosing what to follow and what not to follow. Let's say this is the day. This is important. We're gonna go to the charts in a minute, okay? But I have to explain this because you guys are actually choosing what to follow and what not to follow, whereas you haven't backtested. You don't even know what works for you. Okay, so let's say this is the closing price, this is the previous day. When they hold this previous line, this previous closing price, okay, this is where we say these guys are trapped, because you can see clearly, oh sorry, you can see clearly that what they are doing, they are not leaving the line. There are days when they'll leave the line, trend. That's when you can say, okay, there is no trap volume. Okay, but as long as they are holding this line, and then roughly an hour or 30 minutes before the session open, they break out of the line, maybe something like this, and the session is now opening. They do this and they give you something like a head and shoulder. Okay, the head and shoulder, remember I told you the evidence candle is the big candle that breaks out of here. Okay, if this is your shoulder, this is your shoulder, and this is your head. Now the evidence candle is the big, I repeat, the big candle, the big engulfing candle that closes up. Because guys, I think you should go and study candles. When I say engulfing candle, I mean an engulfing candle. This is a pin, and if something closes like this is a doji. Okay, this is a doji, this is a doji, and then if it's like this and it has engulfed the previous candle, this is now the engulfing candle. Okay, so guys, most of you are making this mistake because you are sending me a lot of emails whereby you only taking this, then you complain. I didn't say a candle that breaks out, I said the big candle that breaks out, the big candle that breaks out. Sorry, I said the big candle that actually breaks out of the pattern. Okay, This candle is the large engulfing candle that moves away from trap volume, okay, from trap volume. What or who is trapped? Everybody inside the pattern, okay. Now this candle is moving away from those trapped in the pattern. This is not rocket science. If you don't want to make it rocket science, okay, it's not rocket science. So if they're giving you an opportunity here, at least you need 50 pips before they can reach this point here. Why? Because if they come here, then they've released everybody who was trapped here. Everybody who sold was at a loss as prices were going up. So if they come to this point and release these guys, then you know that, okay, now they've released them. So what you need is 65 to 70 pips. And I'm putting this now. You realize that I recently added this. Why? Because I have seen what you're sending me. You are not looking for this. You are starting during the session. You are avoiding this. And most of the time you end up taking bad ones. You end up being trapped. And that's when you start complaining. Guys, remember, follow these criteria. I have outlined them step by step and went into detail, okay? So guys, do this every time. You will see, because now there are three possibilities. Let me use a different line to outline the possibilities. Every time in every scenario there are three possibilities. At least account for two, okay? So the first possibility, already I've talked about the pattern. They can come, they can stay once you enter here. They can come and close you and reverse. That's the first one. They can come retest this line here and trend, okay, or they can just fall. So there's always three possibilities, okay? And even here there are three possibilities. They can come down, and then lead you into trap volume, give you another pattern and reverse. You have seen this too many times where you enter and then they come for you, okay? Maybe you were targeting 100, but because you didn't have enough space, because they use the entire day to trap these guys, mostly they're not going to release them. So that's something we are trying to account for. So if they do something like what I've just explained to you, you will actually be free, or you will actually get your 50 pips and step out. Because obviously if they're gonna fall and start giving you another pattern before reversing, if your 50 pips is here, you know that you are safe, okay? You know that you are safe, okay? And you just got paid, okay? And that's important. Another scenario is whereby they will actually come, fall, come and close this, guys, give you another pattern and reverse. This is called a stop hunt. Now they just came to stop maybe those who bought here. So this is a stop hunt. That's where they came to clean liquidity. Are they always going to do this? No. There's always three possibilities, okay? Three possibilities. Another possibility is whereby they will do this and then keep going down, okay? So for me, I always want to put the odds on my side. I want to have high probability. That's why I make sure I have roughly 70, because there are days when they will not release these guys, okay? So if they don't release them, I want to make sure that I have enough space for my 50. So every day when you go to the charts, you will realize that they are gonna do one of these three things, okay? So guys, if they do this, I got my 50, okay? If they don't release these guys and they reverse, obviously the 50 has been logged. Maybe they do this, I got my 50, okay? And then again, if maybe for instance, if they do the other scenario that I've just outlined for you, which is stop hunting, again I've got my 50, okay? That's why I always say pay close attention to trap volume. Some of you are taking trades when here you have only 20 pips. You have 20 pips, okay? And now you have taken it into trap volume. Now you realize that, oh, you have a problem, because now your trade didn't actually pay out. Why? Because they just came and didn't release this guy. Say for instance, let's say for instance, maybe to release these guys over here, they actually have 40 pips, okay, to come and release these guys, okay? This eliminates the possibility of you getting 50, okay? So in case sometimes you realize that they do something like this, because most of the days they will do this and they start reversing, you realize that this is 28. They went 25 pips, you didn't get 50, they came back and closed you, okay? So you need to have the odds on your side, okay? You always have to know that there are three possibilities to every trade. Hence I say, you're not going to win 100%. There is no strategy that wins 100%, because there's always three possibilities, or three scenarios, or they're always going to do one of three things, okay? So you must always make sure at least you account for two, because there are instances where you won't be able to account for all of these three. as I showed you in terms of the pattern. If they give you a pattern, they can still go back. Okay, if you say you're a breakout guy, you'll be safe where they are giving you fake breakouts. But again, what about days when they just go to 50 pips straight? You're gonna miss it. Okay, so you'll have to make a decision, and when you back test, you'll see what works for you. Hence I always say go back and back test. Back testing is the key that will actually change everything for you. Okay, so guys, now let's go to the charts. I believe now you understand. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the charts, and we're just gonna do one day. I'm not gonna do too many days. I want to show you how to do this thing, therefore we're gonna do one day. As you can see, I told you how to install. Go and follow the steps. Okay, so for me, what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna play it. Okay, as you can see, this is the beginning. What does the criteria say? The criteria actually say trade volume before the session. We're gonna identify this 5 to 10 minutes before the session opens, so we will be free here. So what I can do now is just to allow this thing to play out. Why? Because we are coming 10 to 5 minutes before the session. So for that to happen, we need to have our data. Okay, we need to have data, hence we are coming 10 to 5 minutes before the session opens. Okay, so I'm gonna allow it to run so quick. Okay, this is great, guys. I want to show you how to backtest. Okay, I want to show you how to do this and how to look at this strategy, because guys, I'm tired of people not following the strategy and complaining. Okay, but if you're not gonna backtest, it doesn't matter. Even if I show you this thing, if you're still not gonna backtest, or again, you're not gonna be able to profit from this, because you only be able to profit from this once you start backtesting. Okay, so guys, let's just go. I'm almost done. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm gonna allow the day to trade. As I told you, you are free your entire day. You are free the entire day. You are just coming during the US session, so we don't care what happens throughout this day, because this is the information that is gonna help us, okay, when we actually come to the screen. Okay, so let's allow this to play out as quick as it can. Okay, and I chose this day. Okay, I'm gonna show you something very important. Okay, so before coming to your charts, the thing is, one thing that is important is you must this is the first step actually. By the way, you already know this. Okay, this is the first step. You must come to the day at which you are trading. I chose 2 May. Okay, I chose 2 May, and you must be aware of the news that will actually take place at 2 May. You see, I have news before the session opens. Okay, this is Forex Factory. I have news before the session opens, so already I'm aware of the kind of news that are coming and what time. So for me, this news doesn't move me. Why? Because I'm not even gonna be on the charts at this time. Okay, I don't care about the news. So if you have news during the session, because there are days when you'll have news during the session, you just wait for the news to trade out, and then you come later and find another pattern. Like if you look at today, we had news. Okay, so let's wait here. Okay, let's allow it to play out up until the time when the session actually opens. So prices are playing out. We are not even on our screen. We are gonna come to our screen 10 to 5 minutes before the session begins. Okay, so guys, just bear with me. We are almost done. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry, this is my trading alert. It's okay. I'm just gonna switch it off. Okay, they are trading as fast as they can, because here you see it's maximum. I want them to run so fast. Okay, and when the session begins, that's when I want to actually allow it to be slow, a little bit slow. Okay, but okay, I'll see. Guys, when you're back testing, make sure it's as slow as it is in real time, because the most important thing that you must experience is the patience. The patience is very important, because as I say, there are days when you won't get anything the first hour, you won't get anything the second hour. Now you have to be sitting 3 hours on your screen to get the pattern. Okay, so if you are not used to that, obviously you're gonna end up taking the smaller patterns, the many patterns that actually won't even take you anywhere. So once you have mastered the patience, because if you are backtesting in real time, one thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna actually start being comfortable sitting more and more, because now you understand that there are days when they won't give you the opportunity during the first hour, and you actually are aware of that. Okay, and that's actually gonna help you most of the time. Okay, so guys, please you must be patient. You must be patient. As you can see, this is where my session is starting. Indicators are in the description. Okay, this is the I session. You can just select the session opening. So throughout this time, we are not on the screen. We are only coming to a screen 10 to 5 minutes before the session begins. Okay, so you have the luxury. Okay, we had news, I believe, so you had the luxury of doing whatever you want to do. Okay, so let's wait 10 to 5 minutes before the session opens. That's when we are coming to our screen. Okay, that's when we are coming to our screen. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay, when things are like this, that's when we're gonna come to a screen, and we're gonna actually go to a we're gonna go to a to a 5 minute chart, and that's when we start identifying trap volume before the session, because these are our criterias, and you guys love love ignoring this one. And I told you, for us to have trap volume, they have to be playing on the closing price. Okay, they have to be playing on the closing price. Okay, they have to be playing on the closing price. So you see here, this is when we can say we have trap volume, because you can see, okay, right before the session is opening, everybody who went down is at a loss. Everybody who took the opposite direction is at a loss. So these guys are the ones that are trapped. Okay, so from the session beginning, you need to have at least 65 to 70 pips. Okay, now we know who is trapped. Okay, because we are coming 5 to 10 minutes before the session open. So these guys in the yellow box are considered to be trapped. Okay, this is trap volume. Okay, let me put okay, oh sorry, let me just put trapped volume TV. This stands for trapped volume. So everybody inside this box is trapped. Okay, everybody inside this box is trapped. So just be aware that this is trapped volume. Okay, and now we are gonna, okay, okay, now I've reduced the speed a little bit, but let's just speed it up to where the session is actually opening. Okay, and I told you, even if you get an opportunity, avoid the first candle. Okay, because mostly it's gonna be a stop hunt. Okay, avoid the first candle, because mostly it's gonna be the biggest candle, and it's gonna be the stop hunt. Okay, now the session has opened. Okay, if they are gonna give us an opportunity to the downside, what do? We make sure we have roughly 65 to 70 pips. As you can see here, we have 117. So yes, even if they give us an opportunity to the downside, we can take it. Why? Because we have more than 117 pips until they can release these guys. Okay, so sometimes a pattern will start building up before the session begins. Okay, so we must identify that. If there is no pattern, it's okay, but if there is a pattern, sometimes a pattern will start before, but it must do what? It must finish inside the session. So when we look at this, okay, possibly, okay, is there a possibility for a head and shoulder? No. Why? Because they've taken these guys out. So this is no longer a reliable head and shoulder. Okay, this is no longer a reliable head and shoulder. Now let's continue. Okay, let's continue with prices. Okay, I will want to reduce the speed a lot. Reduce the speed. That's what I want to do. Okay, so you can see now, what are they doing? They're just okay, nothing is possible. Okay, because there was a possibility for a shoulder, head, shoulder, but for me this gets invalidated when now they come and break this line. So you can see, it doesn't matter for me if it's a pin. They took volume out here, and the psychology behind the head and shoulder is they release these guys and trap more volume, and then they come again and do what? And trap more volume without releasing these guys. So this is invalidated in terms of a head and shoulder. Okay, as you can see, prices are now moving very slow. Yes, this is important. Okay, now you want to see what's happening. Okay, here's an important thing. We are close to a key level. So when you're close to a key level, just be aware. Okay, be aware of the level, because you really have to be aware. It's highly important. Okay, it's highly important. Okay, prices are still playing around. Oh, sorry, they paused because I put this. Okay. O- okay, now let's just sorry. Now we want to make sure we are aware of this. This is just a level. So we want to see what they're going to do here, okay? So our job now is to wait, okay? Our job is to sit down and wait. Make sure this is the part where you are comfortable. Make sure you are sitting comfortably because this is your job now. Your job has just started, okay? We identified trap volume, so everybody inside here is trapped. Did we have two trend lines? Maybe no, we didn't have two trend lines, okay, because this is also something we have to identify. Did we have maybe an explosive trend? Obviously no, because before the session opens we only have one trend line, so this tells us we are not in an explosive trend, okay, because this is important. It's also there in the criteria. What type of trend do you see? Even in the playbook I've explained this in detail, okay, in detail. So guys, everything you need is on you now, okay. I'm just showing you how to actually do this, okay. So as you can see, sorry, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. As you can see, this is not an explosive trend. So surely we are not in an explosive trend, okay. We are not in any form of a trend right now, okay. So that has been cleared out. We have trap volume, yes. To release these guys we needed they had at least 100 and something, but we didn't have a pattern. So sometimes or most of the days they will give you big moves, maybe go 300 or 400 pips. That doesn't mean you lost a single thing, okay. I repeat, this is important. There are days when they'll go maybe 100, 200 or 300 pips or even more, and you realize that oh, a big move has just passed. Guys, if you had no pattern, you didn't miss anything. You only miss when you have a clean pattern but you feel scared of taking it, okay. That is fear. That is psychological issue that you have to solve. However, I repeat, sometimes you'll have big moves but you didn't have a pattern. That simply tells you that you didn't miss any single thing, okay. You didn't miss anything. Why? Because your pattern wasn't there, your criteria were not met. Because now obviously, let's see, yes, we have trap volume, yes, okay, we did have roughly 70 pips, but we didn't have a pattern, so our criteria were not met. Thus far we have these two criteria met, okay. That's what we know. Now we are waiting for this criteria to be met. If it's not met, we're not gonna go to the evidence candle. So you can't talk about the evidence candle until you have a pattern, okay. This is important, okay. You can't talk about the evidence candle up until a time whereby you have strictly you have a pattern. So now we are waiting to see if we have a clean pattern. This is where you have to sit patiently, okay. Oh, they are trading. What are they doing? They're just going down, pull back down. Are they giving a clean pattern? No, there is no pattern here. Remember, we are looking for the most cleanest pattern, okay. We are looking for the most cleanest patterns, okay, because there are some things that are going to look like a pattern, do this and that and that. No, that's not what we are after. Hence I said, when you are back testing, in fact, this is so fast. When you are back testing, okay, when you are back testing, try to make it as slow. You see, yes, now this is, sorry, yes, you should keep it somewhere here, okay. So unfortunately it's not showing the number. I would have told you, okay, because it's not showing the speed, okay. It's not showing the speed, okay. So keep it somewhere here. Why? Because this resembles real time. This resembles what happens in real time, okay. So this is something you really want to be aware of, because it's resembling something that happens in real time, okay. This is important, guys. It's important, okay. So for me, I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit for the sake of the video, okay, because I don't have all the time, okay. And besides, you guys hate long videos, okay. But if you really want to learn, you're gonna have to spend a lot of time on your charts. This thing of coming and every 2 minutes you see a pattern you want to take, it must end, okay. Experience the patience. That's why I said reduce the speed. Make sure it resembles real time. Why? Because you can't be robbing yourself, okay. I know you are trying to actually speed up so that you can take it and see. No, relax. Make sure it resembles real time. It's slow as it is in real time. Why? Because you must also experience the patience, okay? How it feels to sit 3 hours without getting a pattern, how it feels to sit 2 hours without getting a pattern, how it feels to sit on your chart sometimes maybe 3 hours and not get anything, and that day simply means you were just sitting on your chart. It's not a waste. You have been there. Your job is to be there, okay? So you need to experience that, and believe me, if you did this correctly, it's gonna yield amazing results. Okay, why? Because now you know the patience. When you are doing this, you're gonna know the fake patterns, you're gonna know the fake breakouts, you're gonna know when a pattern is building up, how to actually follow that pattern. Okay, okay, so guys, please pay close attention. And to make things easy, you can just come and identify this as a high, identify this as a low, okay, and try now to see if there's a pattern inside here. What are they giving? And I'm not saying every breakout that breaks out of this is your trade. No, you are tracking to see if there is a clean pattern now, okay? That's highly important. They can still break out and keep trending without giving you a pattern. That's none of your, that's nothing for you to take. Okay, let me just speed this up a little bit. Okay, but for you guys, please make sure it is in real time. Okay, for me, I'm doing this for the sake of this video. Why? Because I have to get done with this video, okay? And I know most of you don't have that patience, but make sure when you're backtesting alone, it resembles real time, okay? It resembles real time. You can get something like this, and this is a breakout. Is there a pattern here? Is there a pattern here? No, there's no pattern. You can't possibly force a pattern. Some of you will come and draw lines here and say, oh, this is a pattern. Okay, let's draw this line here. What kind of pattern do you see? There is simply no pattern. Okay, so if there is no clean pattern, remember, I gave you all the patterns on your playbook. All the patterns you need, I've put them here. All the patterns. There's a lot of patterns. Make sure you master them. I gave you all the patterns you're gonna need. Okay, all the patterns you're gonna need are there, so you don't have an excuse. Okay, so guys, look at this. You see, this is not a pattern. Somebody will come and say this is a right angle triangle. It can't be a right angle. They only touched here. Yes, they touched here. Two touches here. This is one touch. Now they're breaking down. You see a right angle triangle. No, it's not a right angle triangle. Even if it goes 50 pips, it's not a right angle triangle. There is no pattern for you thus far. Okay, you need the cleanest pattern, guys. You need a pattern that is clean, a pattern that you don't double guess. Okay, if you have to guess it and guess it, is this a right angle triangle, is this, no, it's not a pattern. A pattern should be so clean that you are able to see it the minute it builds out. Okay, so that's something I'm trying to show you. Make sure it's in real time. Okay, make sure it's so slow. I repeat, make sure it's slow, roughly 19 or 20. Let's see. Yes, keep it on 20. Keep it on 20. You see, keep it on 20. Okay, keep it on 20. This resembles real time, so keep it on 20. Okay, please don't try to cheat, because if you are cheating, you're not gonna understand everything that goes into actually understanding a pattern. Okay, somebody will say, oh, but there is a pattern. Oh, they did this. This is not a right angle triangle. They only pulled back and kept trending. Okay, if it was a right angle triangle, they would have played inside this box and then broken out with an engulfing candle. Okay, but they didn't do that, so this is not a right angle triangle in any way. Okay, okay, so take the easiest and the cleanest pattern for yourself. Okay, so this is highly important. Highly, I repeat, highly important. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, have they given us oh, and I forgot something else, guys. There's a lot. That's why I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that have to be going on in your mind. There's a lot of things you have to be thinking about rather than just thinking about the pattern. And I always explain this to you guys. Okay, so this is the half-hour mark. Okay, it's gonna be easy if you do it like this. Okay, you can put a black line, whatever line you want. Okay, but it's all up to you when it comes to this. Okay, you can even put a red line. It's up to you. So I prefer this one being a little bit smaller. Okay, as you can see, I want the times to be more visible. So this is half past when the session is opening, 9:30, and then we're gonna have I think we're gonna have the o'clock mark somewhere here. Okay, so guys, make sure you mark out this times, okay, because time is important. And keep the o'clock one a little bit thicker. Okay, keep the o'clock one a little bit thicker so that you will see it without double guessing. Okay, we're trying to eliminate double guessing. So this is the o'clock mark. Okay, 59. We want it exactly at o'clock. Okay, we want it exactly at o'clock. And again, this is the 1:30. We want it at 1/2. So just make sure you identify each half-hour mark and each hour mark, okay, because these times are the times at which you are most likely gonna get a trade. Okay, so you just want to be aware of these times. You see, I put them like this. I use alerts, but this just works easier for me. You see, I told you, when you back test, that's where most of the secrets are gonna come out from. But I know most of you don't even want have the time to back test. You don't want to back test. So for me, I will wait up until 30 minutes after the session has elapsed. If there is nothing, that most likely I'm not gonna do anything. Okay, I'm gonna close my charts here. Okay, there are days when I'll be back testing and I'll see something clean. Maybe I'm on back testing and I see something very clean. That's when I can take it. Okay, but most of the days I'm not gonna take it. Okay, so for now, you see, do you have a pattern? No, we don't have a pattern. Okay, the only possibility for a pattern was a head and shoulder, where this is a shoulder, this is a head, but they didn't give us a second shoulder. So when you're observing, you just see you have the patterns. All the patterns you need I gave to you. Okay, so now your job is just to observe. They gave a very beautiful candle here, but what pattern is this? What pattern is this? If you say you put your line here and you put your line here, okay, that's fine, but what pattern do you see? What pattern do you see? I only use this line when I'm in a trend. Okay, maybe explosive trend or something like that. Okay, but now you don't have a pattern at this point here. You don't have a pattern, right? Okay, what do you call this pattern? They didn't make another shoulder. Had they came down to build another shoulder, you would have had a pattern, but in this case you don't have a pattern at all. Okay, you don't have a pattern at all. Okay, so keep making sure you observe prices until the time they give you a pattern. And again, now we are almost close this out to this mark. I told you 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after, that's when you might get a pattern. Sorry guys, I should be keeping quiet right here as we are observing this, but I'm trying to explain. There's a lot of things that have to be going on in your mind. Let me, okay, it's fine, because if they build a pattern, we might not see it. Okay, so let's just do this and see what they're gonna give us. Okay, let's see what they're gonna give us. Okay, because obviously if I speed this up, you're not gonna see. So now this is the low. Okay, and obviously they've broken the high. Okay, so every time they make a low, you can just track the lows. Okay, track the lows, just move your lines to see if they're giving something inside the pattern. Okay, inside the high and the low. Okay, but if they don't give anything, you see this was the low now, but they didn't give anything here, they just reversed. Okay, this is just a reversal, guys. So if they just reverse like this, obviously we don't have a pattern, it's fine. So now they've broken this high. We will wait until a time when we have another high to see what they're building inside this. Okay, so don't get confused. Breaking off these lines, these are just lines that we are using to track if they're giving us any pattern. So breaking of this line doesn't mean you have anything. Okay, so just be patient. Now we have just done an hour, and if you are running this in real time, you have set the whole hour and you have got nothing. Okay, and the fact that they've gone roughly, let's see, they've gone 200 pips and you didn't even get anything, that shouldn't bother you. Why? Because you didn't miss anything, you didn't have a pattern. Okay, we only take when we have a pattern. Okay, we only take when we have a clean pattern. Okay, I don't want like patterns where you have to doubt and think like this and that and that. No, we are only looking for clean patterns. Okay, let's look for clean patterns. Let's look for clean patterns. Okay, oh, okay, this looks like a shoulder, head and a shoulder, but okay, this is not the cleanest one. Let's see if they break this. If they break this, maybe it will be something like a head and shoulder. Okay, yes, it will be something like a head and shoulder, but because here they didn't touch this line. Okay, maybe the neckline is gonna be like this. Again, this is not an engulfing evidence candle, so for now I'm not gonna take any pattern that is not clean, because I know here if I do that, most people are just gonna take every single thing that builds out like a pattern. Okay, yes, they did go down, but this is not a clean pattern. You see, they broke down. Okay, I'm not even gonna measure 50 from here. Why? Because it might confuse most of you. So I'm not taking a pattern that is not clean. Okay, could have taken this one, but it's not a clean head and shoulder. I don't want to confuse you. You'll start understanding most of the patterns after back testing. Okay, so for now, let's focus on clean patterns. Okay, yes, let's focus on clean pattern. Do we have a clean pattern? No. So we're gonna wait until we have something so clean, something where you don't have to doubt, something where the evidence candle is gonna be so clean. Okay, something where everything is gonna be so clean and neat. Okay, so guys, okay, the video is already long. Okay, let's wait for a pattern, see if they give us anything, and then that's when, if they don't give us anything, we're gonna end this video. But again, even if we don't get anything, it's okay, because now you see that there are days when we won't have anything. Okay, so we just track this, and I'm watching these candles closely. It's just that I'm explaining a lot of things, because some of you just think it's just a matter of seeing a pattern and then that's it. No, you have to go through the patience, you have to go through the necessary steps. Okay, so that's why I'm trying to explain a lot of things. And guys, making this video is so hard for me because it's a lot of work. Okay, 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 so guys, just bear with me. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, please bear with me. Okay, I can speed this up, but we won't see a pattern building up. So even if they give us no pattern, at least we have done our job. Okay, and you can see that your job is just to be patient. Don't force things. And guys, don't run this thing at the speed that I'm running it, because you're gonna miss a lot. You have to feel the patience. I also run it in real time. Okay, you have to feel that need, that pain of patience. If you don't feel the pain of patience, obviously you're doing nothing. Okay, you have to feel the pain of patience. I repeat, when backtesting, you must feel the pain of patience. You must feel the pain of patience. You must feel the pain of patience. Okay, so that even when you are doing it in real time, already you are used to sitting on the charts. Sometimes you're gonna get a trade near this line here, the half hour mark. Sometimes you're gonna get a trade here, so we are looking for trades near this levels. Okay, that's where we are looking for a possible trade. Okay, let's see what they are building us for, what they're building up for us. Let me try to just increase the speed a little bit. I'm not gonna allow it to run as quick, yeah, but let's just run it like this. Okay, so that it's a little bit faster, simply because of the sake of the video. I can see it's now going to an hour. Okay, so that's not what I want. I don't want videos to get long, but in reality, it's just that I know most of you will get tired. Okay, in reality, we were supposed to run each candle in real time. It must be maybe a 1 minute candle, so that now you can see we are what hour has elapsed. Now we are on the second hour. Okay, this is the second hour. Now you will feel the pain of actually waiting. Okay, and guys, bring this all along to remember or remind yourself that we are still at a line. Okay, we are still on the closing price. We want to see what they do, okay, to the closing price. We want to see a pattern that builds out from the closing price, if there is any. Okay, so guys, we are still waiting for a pattern. So far we haven't had a trade. Okay, I know most of you would have taken multiple trades here. Okay, but now I want to show you this in real time. Okay, it's running in real time. Unfortunately, guys, I can't explain everything. Okay, I'm trying to explain most of the things. Okay, but this is a 1 hour video. I can't possibly take you through everything, but now I've done a book for you to read every step. Okay, this tool is free of charge. You have this tool, go and do the job like this. Okay, once the session opens, make sure you make this 20, run it in real time. That's the only way you're gonna learn. Okay, because if you don't do that, honestly, I feel pity for you. Okay, if you don't do that, I feel pity for you. I feel pity for you if you are not gonna work. Okay, if you're not gonna put in the work, I feel pity for you. I repeat, if you're not gonna work, I feel pity for you. Okay, so you can see, obviously here they were just moving, doing all sort of stuff, but let's see what they're doing here. Okay, let me reduce prices a little bit, because I can see now they are holding a level. You see, they are holding a level. Now we want to know what they are doing. Okay, we'll take our highs and we'll make, okay, let's bring in another low. Why? Because now you can see they are holding the level. All from here they're just moving. Here they're just now starting to consolidate or do something. Okay, and I'm gonna show you with the EMA something, and What I'm going to show you has been actually said by some of you from the comments, and I love what you said, and it was true. I'll show you in a minute. Right now, remember, we are looking at this without the EMA. Okay, you want to use the EMA to confirm, but the most important thing is for you to understand before putting in indicators. Okay, you can see I don't have much indicators. This tells me the time. This is the level. I just put these lines over here for the times. Oh, sorry. Okay, look at what they did. I was actually talking a lot. Okay, so look at what they did. You see, they are holding the level, holding the level, holding the level. Boom. You see, this is an evidence candle. They've been trapping. You see, they are squeezing people inside, squeezing in people inside. Then they give this candle over here. Unfortunately, I can't reverse these prices, okay, and I'm not going to reverse them. But look at what they did. We have our rectangle here. They broke out with an evidence candle. Compare the size of this candle with all the candles inside. You see, this is a big candle. What does your playbook say? What does your playbook say? It says this candle is a large engulfing candle that moves away from trap volume in the pattern. It moves away from what? From trap volume where? In the pattern. Okay, this is the pattern. It's a rectangle, okay? Okay, oh, I love this. Oh, guys, I love this, okay? If I'm to blow this a little bit up, you'll see now this is holding a level. This is sending people up and down. You see, if we take the body of this candle, now we have something like a right angle triangle. Okay, they broke out. So this is what you should enter. Okay, unfortunately it happened while I was still talking, and there's a lot I'm trying to explain, but look at this, guys. In the next one we'll do it in real time. Okay, but right now I just want to show you how to do it. Okay, you see, this is where you enter. You put your entry here. Stops must be 15 to 25 pips. So this is 23. If we're going to put them above this candle over here, it's going to be roughly 23. But unfortunately, this move has already gone. This move, if you see it, it has already gone too many pips. Okay, it has already gone too many pips. So okay, for me here, my stops are gonna be a little bit too big because I'm entering on this candle here, but you're supposed to enter here. Okay, so for me, let's just see. I want to put my stops here. They're gonna be roughly 34 pips. Why? Because I allowed this move to happen. So once this happen, you know, you can wait for a retracement, but you're not gonna get any retracement most all the time. So let me just I just want to show you. Okay, this is stop loss. It's gonna be roughly 30 something for me because I took it late. It's gonna be 35, but I never ever trade with stops beyond this. I'm just showing you this right now. Okay, I'm showing you it because now it has just passed. Okay, target is still 50 pips, and okay, let's just put it. Okay, the lot size, let's just keep it. This is the default set by the charts. Let's just keep it like this. Okay, now we're gonna press what? Sell. Okay, so you see it's searching. The moment I press this one, everything, my target is 50 pips. My stop loss is 35 simply because this candle passed me by. As I said, if you are running it in real time, you will see all these things, okay? But for me, because I speeded it up and I'm trying to explain, this candle passed me by. So this is where I'm going to put my entry. My take profit is at 50 pips. You see, I'm going to allow it to run, obviously in real time, okay? So that you feel the pain of waiting. Okay, so now after I'm taking this one, I want to see how it plays out. Okay, so for now, let's see how it plays out. If I lose this one, it's okay. If I win this one, it's okay. Okay, so let's see. It's just that unfortunately I entered here, but never enter once it's already gone. Okay, always enter here because your risk reward is important. You don't want to be risking 30 for 50. Okay, because at least 1:2 is the worst one you can have. Okay, but I was supposed to enter here. I hope you believe what I'm saying. Okay, as I was explaining a lot of things, that's when it just passed me by. Okay, so guys, there's a lot of things that are actually running through your mind when you are trading. It's not just coming and looking for the pattern. No, you see, we are targeting 50 pips. Will it hit it? I don't know. Okay, so what I do, I take my entry. If they don't give me an opportunity to scale in, I close my charts for an hour. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I'm being robbed. Oh, fine, they've hit my take profit. Okay, they've hit my take profit. I said I was robbed because they hit my take profit but didn't hit it. I think it's because of the spread and something. Okay, so you see, this is how you trade, but you don't take it from here, you take it from here. After seeing the pattern, remember how long we have been in. We have been in for roughly, this is the first hour, this is the second hour, and I told you 10 minutes before, 10 minutes after. These times, half past and the clock, that's where you're gonna get your trade. So guys, be patient, okay? So this is how you should back test, okay? And once they hit here, I'm without giving me anything, I'm closing my charts. So once I've taken this trade, what am I gonna do? I'm closing my charts. I'm not coming in for more, okay? I am done for the day. I'm coming tomorrow with a sober mind, because it's easy to give the profits you've just made from this trade back to the market, okay? So your job now is to close the trade. Close it, close it, close it. You see, they didn't give us a clean pattern all along. No clean pattern all along. No clean pattern all along. No clean pattern. This is the only clean pattern we got, okay? This is the only clean pattern we got. Here they gave us something like a head and shoulder, okay? If I was taking it personally, I could have taken it somewhere here. Why? Because this, for me, I would understand it's a head and shoulder. But for you, you won't understand this until you backtest, because now they use pins here, okay? They just use pins here, okay? For me, I was going to use this as a neckline, okay? This as a neckline, but again, this evidence candle, I wasn't going to take it because it's a pin, it's not evidence. But when this one closed, I was going to take it here, okay? Because it's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Not clean, but when you backtest, you're going to start seeing these things, okay? So that's what's actually going to work for you, okay? Because they did bounce here and they tried to go up, okay? So guys, this is how you take your trades. We skipped this one because it wasn't clean, but we took this one. This is the cleanest. You see, they squeeze, 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 breakout. Look at the evidence candle, guys. Stop sending me evidence candles of pins. Stop sending me evidence candles that are not evidence candle. If you want to send me an evidence candle, send me something like this, okay? That's what I will take. So guys, we are done. Close your charts, come tomorrow, do the same thing. And I repeat, when you go to backtest, run this at 20. Run this in real time. I know it's going to be boring. That's how trading is. Trading is boring. If you're getting excited when you're trading, you're surely not trading. Trading is boring. You have to wait. You have to wait. You have to wait. Wait. Okay. So you see, beautiful one. Back to where? Back to the closing price. You see, back to the closing price. Where was our take profit? On the closing price. Okay. This is what you do. And guys, don't mistake this, because don't mistake this, okay, for this, okay? And now once you are done, I love this tool, you can go to the results and you will see your results, okay? We just made because of the lot size, we just made $50, okay? We just made $50, okay? We just made $50. When you go to your graph, you'll see this is how your graph, it goes up. It's only one trade and it's a win, okay? So you can analyze your trades.